A Knoxville Boy Scout has earned one of the rarest achievements presented by the Boy Scouts of America.
This is something else. It's a conservation award, and it took Eagle Scout Luke Williams about a year and a half to earn it.
Our own Don Dare, who is a scout leader, sat down with Luke. And Don, I understand he had to complete 2 projects to earn this award.
That's right, Bo. Scouts must plan, lead, and carry out 2 large-scale conservation projects, then go before 2 committees that review the work. In 2022, a little more than 35,000 scouts across the country earned the Eagle rank, the highest award in scouting. But only a rare few, about a dozen scouts a year, have earned the Distinguished Conservation Service Award. This is the Little Greenbrier Cemetery in Great Smoky Mountain Park. What do we see in these pictures?
We see a lot of erosion here.
Before Luke Williams began his project, the historic Little Greenbrier Cemetery in the national park was not a pretty sight.
I consulted with the park, and they recommended this cemetery for my project.
It's one of the most visited cemeteries in the park, but it's situated on an eroded hill with very little grass or other vegetation on the ground and looked more like a desert.
There wasn't much erosion control. The cemetery was butted up against a mountain, so when the rain would happen, all the rain would slide down the mountain, rush over the road into the cemetery, and started to erode all of the dirt and soil, and then headstones started falling out of the ground due to lack of support.
So your goal was to do what?
It was to prevent that from happening and restore it for future generations to see.
He started the ambitious Soil and Water Conservation Project in November of 2021. To stop the erosion, Luke, along with members of Troop 45 and a group of adults, started general maintenance. Over 2 different working days, they fixed fences and spruced up the cemetery. Since it was Luke's plan, he supervised the project under the National Park's guidance and direction. His crew also restored some of the damaged headstones and cataloged them for historic purposes.
On day 3, we installed water bars, which are essentially just logs of a certain type of wood. The ones that we use are black locust.
The rot-resistant logs were cut up, measured, and eventually sunk, as they would act as barriers to slow down the erosion that had plagued the cemetery for years. So you complete the project, then you have to prove that it works?
Yes. So, yeah.
To his relief, no more work was needed. The year of planning and executing the project held up.
And in those pictures there, it shows that the soil has started to, settle, not being washed down the hill.
Luke, an Eagle Scout, is 18 years old and a high school senior. What did he learn by attempting such a big project? He was diplomatic in his response.
Gosh, there was a lot that I learned. Most likely, I guess the best thing that I learned was how to, this might sound bad, but deal with adults.
And he managed them. Luke said his diplomacy skills with adults were put to the test because of the way the national park wanted the job done. So you learned a lot about compromising and getting along.
Yes, that's a good way to put it.
2 projects are required to earn the Distinguished Conservation Service Award.
This is energy conservation at Camp Pellissippi.
Several buildings at the council's original Scout Camp Pellissippi had inefficient fluorescent lighting.
And what I chose to do was take all of their fluorescent light fixtures and replace them with more sustainable LED light fixtures.
He raised money for the project and got to work. Compared to fluorescent bulbs, LED lights are up to 80% more efficient. Again, he had to plan, lead, and carry out the project. Today, there are dozens of more efficient LED lights at the camp. $2,500 was raised to complete both projects. Excess funds were donated to the national park. Luke also had to complete 7 out of 21 merit badges related to conservation or nature. Luke finished 9. Luke is the 39th Scout to receive the new BSA Distinguished Conservation Service Award. And you're happy?
Very.
Thank you for what you did.
You're welcome.
Luke's 2 projects were reviewed not only by the local council conservation committee, but also by the National Council Conservation Committee. He became quite a leader over the last few years with the Great Smoky Mountain Council. Luke is presently the Pellissippi Lodge Chief of the Order of the Arrow. He's held numerous leadership positions in his troop, venturing crew, his ship, which is part of the Sea Scouts, and he earned his Eagle Award earlier this year. And Bo, he's been quite a busy scout recently, and that National Conservation Service Award, it's quite an honor.
I think it's safe to say we are all impressed
Yes.
with what Luke has accomplished. Don, thank you very much. By the way, do you get a badge for learning how to deal with adults? Because if they don't, I think you should. I think you should. If you have a consumer question for Don, send him an email at ddare@wat.com or give him a call, 865-633-6923.